A pleasant good morning again, my colleagues. Uh, you all look nice, even though you got tired yesterday, going home late from the dinner. Anyway, you may be surprised the Filipino women are not here with you because they're used to listening to me. So it is to be the international sisters because they know this is what we have been doing. Where are they? Dr. Moon, the Chairman Moon, is going to speak in the business session. And they all ran there to listen to him. So please excuse them, and they will be back after Chairman Moon's speech. So anyway, let me give you some little report on what we have been doing in the Philippines. You know, sorry, all my paper are scattered here because a lady came to our table and threw all the water, and all my papers are wet. Okay. Since due to time constraint, my PowerPoint will not be per what I'm going to say. I just asked them to just roll it together with my speech. Being with all of you here among friends and an opportunity to meet new friends is a great honor and privilege, most especially to be able to share our experiences on the role of women in partnership with men in nation building here in the Philippines. Of course, as what our senator said this morning, this is a special day for us women. It is the kickoff of the March month, which is dedicated to us. Each year, we celebrate, we recognize, and appreciate the great importance of women's contribution and participation in the development of a nation, and we do this in the month of March. Women have come together in many international conventions and conferences, meetings, and all sorts of gatherings to celebrate their joys, their triumphs, to share their woes and frustration, and to reaffirm their commitment to continue the legacy so heroically begun by their grandmothers and mothers. And I am sure I've seen most of you in 1995 in the Beijing conference. So that's where we were very, very active as women. And as we say, we women are here gathered not only to build and strengthen bridges of friendship, but to share to each other our heroic experiences and successes while strategizing ways towards mainstreaming women's participation in peace and development, which can only be achieved, as I said yesterday, through a concerted effort in our crusade for the elimination of feminized poverty, gender-based violence, and inequality, and towards economic and political empowerment of women. Of course, it is important to note that our struggle for women's empowerment can only be achieved if the men agrees with us. And we should then network with them, and we appreciate the people who invited the men to be with us in all our sessions, because if they don't know what we are doing, we should be prepared. They cannot accept us. In the past recent years, the Global Peace Women here in the Philippines played an active role in championing the cause for progress and harmony in the Philippines. It played a vital role in the awareness and promotion of our common pursuit for the advancement of women's leadership in the family, in peace building, and economic progress in our country. Living up to this mission with conviction, commitment, and courage as one of the key players in our country. We focus on our energies on the following programs and activities undertaken in 4 categories: women and family, women and youth, women and peace, women and poverty, which is the economic empowerment, and most significant is our All Light Village project. So let's start with women and family. We focus on the rights of the family values, and health. The GPW Philippines program were centered on helping the marginalized and indigent with special focus on the maternal and infant mortality reduction program with the support of PLDT Smart Foundation, the Rotary Club of Pasig, and the Inner Wheel Club of Central Ortigas, who jointly partnered with us in establishing birthing clinics and upgrading the skills of childbirth of midwives working in these birthing clinics, centers. Under the People with Disability Health Program were addressed in the four most basic disability, which is seeing, speaking, walking, and hearing. In seeing, we perform cataract surgeries, pterigum surgeries, eye screening, and distribution of reading eyeglasses and prescription eyeglasses. In walking, we distributed prosthetic artificial feet from people who does not have one of their legs through accident or inborn. For the cleft lip and cleft palate surgeries, we followed it with speech therapy clinic, and for hearing, we distributed hearing aids. Now, for Women and Youth Development Program, we address gender issues affecting our society. We assisted our government for gender equality and the empowerment of women through the establishment of linkages between genders and authentic development in various spheres of life. We pursued capacity building on gender and development, peace and human rights education, most especially for teachers. We conducted violence against women campaign lectures, seminars, and workshops. We initiated a campaign to counsel teenage girls and guidance to walk them through the murky pre-adulthood years, counseling teenage girls and advising them to their rights. We conducted a forum against human trafficking, promoted health and sports education for women and girls, and we granted scholarship for university degree and diploma certificate short courses to make them breadwinner as early in their ages. The third one, which is Women and Peace, we address social problems, ecology, environment, and including complementary roles of men and women. The GPW Philippines is concerned with pollution and other environmental problems brought about by the improper waste and garbage disposal, relentlessly cutting down of trees and other bad ecological practices. It joined hands with other NGOs in giving solution to environmental problems. The call of our unfortunate brothers and sisters who lost their homes and their livelihood due to floods, typhoons, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and other calamities did not fall on deaf ears. In answer to this call with our caring hearts, we launched the Operation Disaster. Since then, the project has been the source of solace to our many victims of calamities. And for women and poverty, we address socioeconomic empowerment through All Lights Village Project, Poverty Alleviation and Livelihood Project. While growth depends on human capital in the knowledge economies, the key to development is knowledge, and lack of it is a major constraint to the economic and social progress. With this in mind, we were impelled to push livelihood projects with the objectives in mind to empower women and youth with skills and improve their health and wellness. Giving a choice of a better or improved quality of life and sponsored livelihood project in different depressed communities. Now, the All Lights Village project is one of the substantive peace activities that GPW Philippines is carrying out to build model communities exemplifying the culture of service and volunteerism. We are not only concerned with fundraising among our members, with their families and friends to implement our All Light Village project, but we are concerned to basically provide light to children for them to catch up with their night school, homeworks, and for mothers to supply their cooking and kitchen needs for their family. We believe these people must be helped in order for them not to depend on cutting trees for firewood to provide fuel for cooking, which is the root cause of floodings. Our All Light Village project partner are the state universities around the area who improve livelihood training for income-generating project. They also assisted in monitoring the successful implementation of lighting the path of our brothers and sisters in remote places where there are no electricity. This is what you call where light begins, becomes life. With our strategic avenues of service that sends a message of hope to the marginalized Filipinos amidst their hardship in life, we are confident that it would help spread the ideals of sustainable development and lasting peace. Let us all work together to economically empower as many women to be the greatest multipliers of prosperity rather than the greatest victims of poverty. As we move on, we shall make the difference. Thank you.